welcome to the channel. My name is Linda. If this is your first time here, I'm so glad you found the channel. And if you're back to watch some more Supernatural with me, welcome back. We're here today to watch Season 1, Episode 11, Scarecrow. And as I mentioned in my last video, this was an episode that I saw before I watched the series. And actually, it wasn't the whole episode. It was like bits of the episode. It was mostly just the Scarecrow. Like I remember seeing the Scarecrow, and I think maybe some of the scenes with like Dean and the Scarecrow, because I kind of remember. I think I remember the scene where he like goes up to him on the ladder and is like right close to him, because I remember that being super creepy. And the Scarecrow creeped me out to no end. But I had no context for it, and it wasn't the whole episode. I don't think I actually even, like, I think I saw like bits of it on YouTube or something, maybe as part of like another like a compilation video or something. I can't remember, but it was definitely not the whole episode, and it was just little bits, and it was pretty much just the Scarecrow. And he's very, very creepy. I still find him very, very creepy. But yeah, it's a great episode. There's excuse me. Excuse me. Still like tons of great stuff with the boys, and yeah, so I'm looking, and the sort of monster of the week story in this one is great too, because obviously the Scarecrow, but also like the people in the town, so horrifying. But all of that was great, so I really enjoyed this one. So let's get into it. Season 1, Episode 11, Scarecrow.
One of our apple pies on the house.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hey, we should get lost more often. I mean, everyone in this town is so nice.
Yeah, what's the catch?
We're all set.
It's a pretty big catch.
Hey, that has got to be the freakiest damn Scarecrow I've ever seen.
It scares me.
Oh, I'd be like, we're leaving the orchard now. We're gonna go back to the car and push it down the road. And she falls. But, you know, she tripped over her boyfriend's skinless face. So that's a big no, thank you.
Sammy, I'm all right. What about you and Dean?
Well, we're fine. Dad, where are you?
Sorry, kiddo, I can't tell you that.
What? Why not? Is that Dad?
Look, I know this is...
You're after it, aren't you? The thing that killed Mom.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a demon, Sam.
A demon? You know for sure?
A demon? What's he saying? I know what happened to your girlfriend. I'm so sorry. I would have done anything to protect you from that. You can't. You can't be any part of it.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan's eyelashes are ridiculously long.
Listen, Sammy, that's why I'm calling.
That would be where the boys got their long eyelashes from, I guess.
Look, we don't have time for this. This is bigger than you think. They're everywhere. Even us talking right now, it's not safe.
No. All right? No way.
Give me the phone. I've given you an order. Now you stop following me and you do your job. You understand me? Now take down these names.
Dad, it's me. Where are you? Yes, sir. Yeah, I got a pen.
I know, I'm going to try and pause it and hope that this thing doesn't... Alright, I'm going to pause it and hope for the best here. Sometimes it lets me pause it and continue playing just fine, and sometimes it's all screwed up, so fingers crossed. I just wanted to pause it for a couple of reasons. Obviously, that's an important conversation. And I'll talk more about that at the end, but I wanted to say, just while I was thinking of it, I know a lot of people, I've heard some reactors say that it bothers them when the boys call John Sir, and that it's weird and creepy because he's their dad. And I totally get that. It is kind of strange, and it's like, I don't know, Sir seems so formal and a little bit weird. But having said that, I do know that there are lots of very loving families and loving, you know, fathers and children and mothers and children, where out of respect the kids will, not all the time, it's like they call them sir or ma'am 24/7, but out of respect, sometimes when they are trying to show that respect maybe a little more prominently, they will say like yes sir or no sir or yes ma'am or whatever. Like, I know that it isn't always a connotation, doesn't always denote like a formality or a distance between them. Sometimes it's just a like a mark of respect. Having said that, it is crazy to see in this scene, and it's great acting by Jensen once again, but you can see how frustrated Sam is and how annoyed he is that John is once again not telling them things, and that he's just playing the this is an order, follow my orders card, and you can see how much that frustrates Sam. And Dean is frustrated because he's like, give me the phone. And so he takes it, and he's just as, like, you can see, like, he's flustered isn't the right word, but like, he wants to know what's going on. He wants to talk to John too. He's obviously excited and again, happy, probably not the right word, but he's excited that John is talking, that he's called, and so he like pulls the phone away, and he's like, what's going on, like, talk to me, what's happening? And then as soon as presumably John on the other end is like enough, stop following me, listen to what I'm saying, this is a job, I need you to find out about these people, here are their names, take down their names, and find out this is an order, find out what's happening with them. As soon as he does that, Dean's entire countenance and like body posture and everything just changes, and he turns into like Soldier Boy. Unironically, he turns into John's soldier, and it's crazy to see, that he just goes into like soldier mode and is like, yes sir, I have a pen, like, go. And it's crazy. It's crazy the differences between Sam there and Dean, and how John's lack of how like John ordering them around, the difference between how Sam reacts to it and how Dean reacts to it, especially at this point. Like I said, obviously changes come for Dean down the road, but it's such a big difference. And so I just wanted to comment on it and say that it was written so well and it was acted so well that the way it's shown how Dean responds to John, and how Sam responds to John. And I just wanted to mention too that the Sir thing, I get it being weird for a lot of people, and obviously it's a throwback to probably John's military training, and probably a throwback to the way the boys were raised with you respect me, and it's you follow my orders, respect me, and yes sir. And so while I don't think it's a particularly great thing that they call him sir, they do, like at the end of Dead Man's Blood, when they're all sort of on the same page, both of them call him sir there. They do at different points, like, I can't remember which one of them does it, but I just watched an episode the other day where they call Bobby sir as well. It's not necessarily, and I mean obviously there's no distance between them, there's no walls between the boys and Bobby, not really, and so the fact that they're calling him sir again is just like a mark of respect. It doesn't automatically mean that they're distant. Having said that, obviously there is distance between the boys and John. There's things there that the boys haven't been able to get past with John, but it's not an automatic. I know for a lot of people they're like, ew, that's so weird, and like it makes it automatically gives them like the idea that that John doesn't actually really care about the boys, and because he's getting them to call him sir, and there's and it creates a kind of weird scenario for some people. But I just wanted to say that that's not an automatic, sometimes it is just a mark of respect. So anyway, that's what I wanted to say. I am going to attempt to get back into recording, fingers crossed.
Yeah, I got a pen. What are the names?
I don't like what Sam said to Dean there, that like, oh, you don't
You're a
understand.
selfish bastard. You know
Obviously
that.
the pain is different, but it's still
You just
there.
do whatever you want.
Don't get... Come on, you're not serious.
I am serious.
It's the middle of the night. Hey, I'm taking off. I will leave your ass. You hear me?
That's what I want you to do.
Goodbye, Sam.
Oh, I forgot. I don't know how, but I forgot that this is the first time we see Meg.
Hey.
Didn't trust her from the jump, like, at all. I immediately was like, it's real creepy and weird that she's just sitting there on the side of the road. And she was too, like, perfect for Sam. Like, there was something,
So where you headed?
you know, with, like, oh, she's leaving her family,
No
too,
offense,
and, like,
but
all
no
of that
way
stuff. I was
telling
like,
you.
nope.
Why not?
You could...
Just her. I ain't taking you.
It's so creepy. Like, it's so creepy that she's like, and she's just like, yeah, cool. This guy only wants to take the vulnerable girl sitting next to him. It's normal.
Shady Van guy and not me.
Definitely.
Proof she's a demon. What other... There's literally not a woman in the world that would trust Shady Van Guy over Sam. Or, I mean, to be fair, either of them. Certainly wouldn't be jumping in the van with Shady Van Guy.
That's right.
Dude, you ugly.
He really is. Gross.
Nice dad.
But here, it's almost like we're blessed.
Almost like it.
Hey, you been out to the orchard? Seen that scarecrow?
It creeps me out.
I'm sure these people want to eat in peace.
Just a little friendly conversation.
Oh, and that coffee too. Thanks. You know, it's just that these roads, they're not real safe at night. You know, my brother could give you this puppy dog look and you just buy right in.
They're like, oh boy. I love that he calls the sheriff to arrest him for sitting at a table and ordering coffee.
No. I had to get away from my family.
Why?
Yeah, like, again,
love
way
my
too
parents.
many
And they
coincidences
wanted
here
what's
for
best
me.
for
I was
me.
like,
They just didn't
she's sketchy
care.
as hell.
I wanted it. Here's to us. The food might be bad, and the beds might be hard, but at least we're living our own lives. And nobody else's.
R.I.P. Nikki Acox. It's so sad that she passed away so young. She was a great original Meg. What did Dean say?
Who's there?
A creepy scarecrow. Hi, I'm here to kill you.
What the hell was that?
Don't ask.
And you should see the locals, the way they treated this couple, fattening them up like a Christmas turkey.
The last meal. Given to sacrificial victims.
Yeah, I'm thinking a ritual sacrifice to appease some pagan god.
So,
Actually, I want you to know. I mean, don't think.
yeah. I'm sorry, too.
Sam, you were
My
right.
heart with this conversation.
You've always known what you want, and you go after it. Stand up to Dad, and you always have. Hell, I wish I... Anyway, I admire that about you. I'm proud of you, Sammy.
Who is that?
My brother.
What do you say?
Goodbye.
So what would happen if the sacred tree was torched? You think it'd kill the god? Son, these are just legends we're discussing.
Of course.
Ow. Rude.
I'm the one that gives them directions. I'm the one that sends them down to the orchard.
Please.
Yeah, you are all murderers. It's true.
This is different. This is murder.
It's angry.
It's all murder, my friend.
Already the trees are beginning.
If the boy has to die, the boy has to die.
Nice.
But why does it have to be her?
It really doesn't. You guys are just assholes. So, that's why. I love that later they're like, it's about sacrifice. We have to sacrifice what we love. Or you can sacrifice yourselves, you selfish asshats. Yeah, bye-bye then.
You better
Okay,
catch
see
it.
you.
I gotta go.
But where? But I don't understand. You're running back to your brother?
You don't have to understand. I met you 6 hours
The guy
ago.
you ran away from?
Go away.
Why? Because he won't pick up his phone?
Yep. Go away. Thank
Sam,
you.
Come
No.
with me to California.
No. Even if you weren't a demon, like, settle down.
Why not?
He's my family.
Because he's my family, and I love him more than anything, and you are a demon I just met. So bye-bye. See you later. Sorry. You are a random girl I just
understand.
met. So, bye.
They're gonna kill us.
Which blood is on your hands? We don't kill them.
Lots.
No, but you sure cover
Oh,
up after. I mean, how many cars have you hit?
and send them to their death. It's the same friggin' thing. Clearly they're not.
That's what sacrifice means. Giving up
No.
something you love for the greater good.
That is quite the twist
The town needs
of
to
the
be safe.
definition of sacrifice.
The good of the many outweighs the good of the one.
Yeah, okay, thanks, Spock. Sorry, Star Trek reference.
Hope your apple pie is freaking worth it. Dean? Oh, I take everything back I said. I'm so happy to see you. Come on. How'd you get here?
I, stole a car.
That's my boy.
Let us go.
It'll be over quickly, I promise.
Please.
Oh,
Emily, you have to let him take you. You have to.
haha. That felt like justice.
Good.
She's like, I'm out of here, so whatever.
So, I drop you off somewhere?
No, I think you're stuck with me. But Jess and Mom, they're both gone. Dad is God knows where. You and me. We're all that's left. So, if we're gonna see this through, we're gonna do it
All
together.
his freckles. Not Sam's. Those freckles. Look at them.
Hold me, Sam. That was beautiful. Come on.
You should be kissing my ass.
It
You're
was
dead
beautiful.
meat,
Yeah, right. I had a plan. I'd have
It's
gotten
true.
out.
dude. Right.
Sure. Quite the plan.
Could have taken them both. Why? Let them go.
I have plans, says the yellow-eyed demon. Alrighty, so that was Scarecrow. Still a fantastic episode, of course. So many great things in it. I love all the moments between the brothers. You know, obviously I paused and talked a little bit there about, you know, the differences between their reactions to John. And I love that this is the first inkling we get in this episode that Dean, you know, when he says to Sam, like, you stand up to Dad, and, you know, sometimes I wish, and clearly following that thought through, I think, you know, the idea is that he wishes he could also do that, at least sometimes, you know, that it wasn't so, like, drilled into him that you don't talk back, you don't fight back, you don't stand up to him, you just follow orders. And I think this is the first glimpse we're getting that Dean wishes he would react differently that he could react differently to John. And obviously he does eventually start doing that. But this is the first glimpse we get of that, which is great. And yeah, it was really cool to see the introduction of Meg and her first appearance in the series, which obviously Meg turns into such a different character. And I mean, she's obviously always a demon, but she becomes a kind of ally by the end. And I love Nikki Acox's portrayal of her. She's great here. You know, she does a great job with her throughout the entire first season. But I love what Rachel Miner does with her eventually with the character. I love the both like differing versions. It's always Meg. Like the character is similar throughout, obviously, which is what you want. But each actress brought a kind of like a slightly different take on her, and I appreciated that. Yeah, so it was cool to see her introduced here, and all the stuff with the townsfolk and townspeople was creepy and horrifying and so awful. Like, to try to justify themselves as like, oh, we're doing it for the greater good and we're just trying to help people and whatever crap. as Dean says in The Benders, you know, demons I get, people are crazy. People are crazy. And I do enjoy that throughout the series there are numerous times where people are just as bad, if not sometimes worse, than you know, the monsters in the show. It's a important idea, I think, that they show quite often. And I also love what Sam says to Dean at the end. You know, it's such a sort of iconic moment, him kind of realizing, hey, it's just the two of us, like, we're kind of all each other has. And I think both of them sort of realize it in that moment, that whatever their differences, however they feel, you know, however they see things differently, they're in it together. Like, you know, it's just the two of them. Which of course is an overarching theme of throughout the series, you know, the idea that, you know, it's us against the world kind of thing. And so it's cool to see both of them sort of realize that idea in this episode. But yeah, it was great. I loved it, as always. Next episode is Faith, which I also love. I mean, again, it's a Dean-centric episode, so what is there not to love about it? But I know, like, the writers and stuff have said, like, it was sort of a bit of a turning point for them in the show, just sort of the realization that, oh, we can maybe hit on some deeper themes, and it can maybe be a little bit more than just like a Monster of the Week, like chasing, you know, the boys chasing down bad guys kind of thing, that there might be something more to develop, which, I mean, that's fantastic. And obviously the show does become so much more than that. Not that there's anything wrong with the Monster of the Week stuff, and this episode kind of is Monster of the Week, right? But it's like a Monster of the Week with deeper themes, which I really, really enjoy. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing that again and watching it with you guys. So if you want to see full-length early reactions, come on over to Patreon, and the link is in the description below, and I'd love to see you there. Okay, thanks so much, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.